Hey guys, Ryan from Liberty. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most iconic and easily recognizable handguns, and that is the Magnum Research Desert Eagle in 50 Action Express. As you can see, this is a truly massive firearm, and one thing that's very much different between this handgun and other handguns on the market is this gun is not blowback operated. It is actually gas operated. There's a little gas port at the end of the barrel right here, and that's actually going to drive a piston that's going to push this massive slide back about 2 3/4 of an inch. And inside here you actually have a rotating bolt very similar to what you find in an AR-15, and this rotating bolt's going to load the next round, which is about the size of a cocktail weenie, and I'll show you one right here. That's the Hornady 300 grain custom, and you can see how huge it is. The next round's going to load into the chamber, and then you're going to be able to fire. It is a single action only pistol, and these new Mark 19 Desert Eagles are drop safe. Now, if you go on the internet forums and you read about this gun, you're going to see a lot of people complain about how the gun is prone to jam. Well, take everything you see on the internet with a grain of salt. This gun really isn't that prone to jam. What it is actually the shooter technique and style that causes malfunctions with the gun. Because if you don't shoot it the right way and hold it the right way, it is going to punish you. And in fact, they want you to know exactly how to hold the gun. So they actually have a nice little pictorial that comes with the gun that shows you exactly how to hold it. Usually most people are going to use a Weaver style stance, so both arms are going to be bent slightly, and that's just not going to work for the 50 AE. It's going to punish you for that and not cycle properly. You pretty much have to stiff arm your dominant hand to get the proper recoil out of the gun, so that it's going to successfully load the next round. Now this gun is very, very easy to take apart. All you have to do is press in this little button on the side right here, and while holding it in, you're going to flip this little switch down. You see it shoots the barrel forward. The barrel has a little groove that it comes out of, and that's it for that part. The slide, what I like to do is I'll actually flip the gun over. The slide just comes off, and right there are your 2 recoil springs and your gas system. To put the gun back together, take the slide, pull it back in. You want to make sure it goes up against the hammer. The barrel goes down in its 2 grooves. You start to slide it back into position. And you'll know you'll have it together when the barrel and the frame are mated together. And at that point, you can flip your switch and it locks everything back in place. And the firearm is ready to fire. Well, enough talking about it. Let's go shoot it a little bit and see what it'll do. And we have our magazine here. Each magazine is going to hold 7 rounds. We only have one, so we'll be reloading a lot, because these magazines are fairly expensive. Let's go over here and shoot a few times, and we'll show you what the recoil looks like with this firearm. Alright guys, let's load it up and see what it's got. Once the magazine goes in, you can see that giant round in there. We'll hit the slide release, and it's ready to rock. And you can see it punished me there because I didn't hold it properly. So all I have to do is knock the slide forward, and we'll try this again. That's a pretty good example of not holding the gun right. I'll try and get it right this time. See, the gun worked a lot better that time, and that's because I had that nice firm grip. I was pushing forward with my strong hand and pulling back with my weak hand. And the safety is very dominant, and it takes a lot of pressure to push that. But from now, let's back up a little bit, and we're going to try some accuracy, see what the Desert Eagle's got. Hopefully I can hold this big pig up well enough to be able to shoot a decent group. We'll find out. Alright guys, here we have our target. Pretty decent group for me to be able to hold up such a pig like this. It shoots very well off of a rest. It'd be pretty awesome, and makes me really want to consider maybe putting a red dot sight on here, maybe a magnified optic. But next thing we're going to do is we have some paper set up down here, some old 4473s we can't use anymore. So we're going to load this thing up and shoot those and see how far it'll penetrate. Alright guys, we got a pretty thick set of paper here set up. So we're going to take a few steps back and shoot this and see what happens with it. let's take a look. Well, there's one pack. There's a second pack, and it started to enter the third pack. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here. There's a part of it. And there's the rest of it. There's still a bunch of fragments left in there. But pretty impressive handgun. Overall, love the gun. I don't know if it has any real practical purpose. Then the cool factor, maybe you could use it for hunting if you want to try and tame the beast. Definitely though, the most fun you will ever have shooting a semi-automatic handgun. If you don't have one and you're interested in buying one, definitely go get one. I don't think you'd have much more fun than this gun. Be aware though that the 50 AE is going to cost you a lot of money to shoot. You're looking anywhere between $1.50 and $2.50 a shot, depending on the ammunition and availability of it. Now, if you get one in 50 AE and you don't want to spend a fortune on ammunition, one thing you can do with the Mark 19 Desert Eagle is you can actually do a caliber conversion. So you can get this gun, not have to buy a new gun, and switch it to 44 Magnum or 357 Magnum, which are the other two calibers available for this gun. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review of the Desert Eagle, and we'll see you next time.